All right, cool. So this is going to be covering the 30-day challenge. As you can see right here, this is going to be your guys' daily login sheet, right? This is the 30-day challenge, right? And up here, what you guys will see is kind of the core values we want to be focusing on in our business. We're positive, we're putting in that effort, our desire to win, and that we're coachable. And you're also going to see I have the THINK acronym right here. So why don't you guys each type in, what does THINK mean? And what does that stand for? THINK. THINK. What does that stand for? Okay. All right. So we want to think before we speak. Okay. So is it T? Is it thoughtful? H? Is it helpful? I? Is it inspiring? N? Is it necessary? K? Is it kind? Think before you speak. Okay. Okay. This is going to help us being aware of talking positive, our effort, how we're speaking to ourselves, how we're speaking to others, to guests, being coachable, thinking before we speak. Okay, it's very helpful, and it's really a really true helpful thing for overall quality of life. Okay. Now, what you'll see here is the 8 things we want to focus on. 6 will be daily, 7 and 8 will be weekly. Okay. So we want to read 20 minutes a day. Now, somebody asked me, Jose, can I do an Audible? And I'm going to actually challenge you and tell you no. And the reason why I say that is because it's not about just, the content. It's about what reading does for your focus and for the discipline and the muscle you build up in your mind. Right? I've noticed since I've been reading, my focus is a lot higher and my mind is a lot sharper. Okay. When you're just listen to audibles, yes, that's good. You can be efficient. But, doing 10 minutes in the morning, maybe 10 minutes at night, it's something that, I like to split it up too. If I don't do it 10 minutes in the morning, I'll do all 20 minutes at night. Okay. Figure out what works for you. Watch 20 minutes a day of your courses. Okay. So what that means is picking a class, watching 20 minutes a day. Now, some of us, we like to speed up the video so it can go a little quicker. It still has to be 20 minutes real time. So when I speed through my classes, I'm actually doing 23, 24 minutes of the class, but it comes out to be 20 minutes real time. Okay. So just clarifying with that. 1 new person a day, conversation close or audio business card. I did one yesterday at the gas station. I did one today at my gym. I've been doing this for 2 days in a row on a streak, right? Got 1 phone number, didn't get the other. All good. It's just about building the muscle and the habit of making it every part of your everyday life. This should not take you any more time in your day. It should just be part of your day. Okay. Then what we're going to do is we're each going to practice the 10-minute warm market presentation every single day. Okay. And I'll go over that. And I'm actually going to send you guys a link so you can watch it. It's really super simple and really easy. Okay. Then every morning, what I want you to do is write down your goals. And every evening, write down your goals with 5 affirmations. So what that would look like is, you know, I want to be 5-star within 60 days, right? Write that every morning, write it 3 times, whatever the case may be. And then I put, I am a people and money magnet. I think before I speak. Money comes to me in various amounts from time to time. I'm a great listener. You know, something of that nature, something positive. Some other ones I like to use is, I choose to respond positively in every situation. And I do that every morning and every night. Now, it should not take you more than 3 minutes. So every morning, write down your goals. What this is going to do is going to help your mind stay focused on what you want instead of focusing on what you don't want. Okay. And it gets, when you write that down day in and day out, physically in a journal, I never took that seriously, except for the last, you know, this year. And it's been very, very highly effective for me. Okay. Then what we're going to do is every night in our GroupMe, you have to send a text whether you completed your tasks or not. So this is about accountability. This is about building the habit. This is very, very doable. It's very simple, 20 minutes a day. I mean, this should take you less than an hour every day. Okay. And then you need to then attend weekly meetings and monthly meetings and trainings. So what does that mean? Your intensives, our follow-ups, our cash flows. The best, forgot the saying, but it's basically make sure you're available at all times, right? Just showing up is more than half the battle. And in order to ensure that you guys are doing this, schedule out your week on Sunday. So schedule out when you're going to do this. Now, you might have to adjust, and that's fine, but be intentional with your schedule. What we're doing is we're creating the habits. What we're doing is we're building the muscle. What we're doing is we're using the compound effect. Okay. So if you scroll, so you'll see here, you can come in and check it off. Bam, bam, bam. Okay. Now you're going to each sign this and return it back to me and date it. So we'll start tomorrow as a team. I've started a couple days earlier just because I want to, you know, I'm doing this with you guys, right? So I've already made this commitment, but I'm kind of getting it all full out for you guys. But I'm here to do it with you, not just tell you to do it, right? We're in this together, okay? So the goal is to create the habits of daily success. Do every task for 30 days in a row, okay? If you miss one day, you start over day one. So what does that mean? Let's say you get to day 22 and you miss 23. You got to go all the way back and start at 1. Okay. Now, remember, there is no judgment in this, but there is accountability. As you can see, you guys are the ones who got back on the webinar. Now, I take it for granted, or, you know, I will say that things happen, and that's why we record it. So I'm going to give people the benefit of the doubt, but this is just part of showing up. All right. You guys are ahead of the ball. So on top of that, I have some notes down here to help you guys out. Okay. What we each need to do that we haven't really focused on is your guys' stories. So this is something you will be working on because this is extremely important for your business. Facts tell, stories sell. So it's very simple. It should not be more than a 60-second story, right? Where were you before? Why did you start looking in Renatus? What drive was being offended? So this will help you. And what has happened since? So for an example, you know, to say I was a welder and a fabricator, and I started looking for more opportunities because I didn't have the freedom. I was tired of having a boss tell me when I could and could not doing something. So what was being offended? My director drive, because I didn't have the freedom. I wasn't experiencing life. Since then, I've been able to fire my boss, which has given me the freedom. Very simple. Now we'll also work on this. I want you guys to work on it as yourself, and then we'll fine tune it together. Okay. Now, one of these is talking to one new person a day, and it's the conversation close. And I've included the conversation close down here. So let me go over that very simply with you guys. It's very easy too. It's really effective. So I'm just curious, other than work, what are you most passionate about? And the key is the follow-up questions. So why are you so passionate about it? Follow-up question. What would you do if you had more time to follow your passion? And then invite them out to our meeting. Okay. Wednesday at 7. We're doing events every week right now this month. So Wednesday at 7. Okay. Here is some follow-up questions for you guys. So other than work, what are you most passionate about? Why are you so passionate about it? Another follow-up question. Could you tell me more? What would you do if you wanted to travel? What would that mean to you? What would that mean to your spouse? Right? The key is to ask open-ended questions. This will help you understand their drive more. Okay. I've also included a few audio business cards. I help people retire early. That wouldn't interest you, would it? I show overworked and underpaid individuals how to invest in real estate without their own money. That wouldn't interest you, would it? I show people how to pay off their debts in a fraction of the time. That wouldn't interest you, would it? Okay. So I would rather you guys practice the conversation close first, because what you're going to, I'd rather you practice this more. And if I see, if you guys are saying you guys are just doing really simple audio business cards and not inviting people out, then we'll just make it conversation close only, because this is going to bring that passion out of them and you're making it about them. Like I was talking to a guy at my gym today, and he's working on a building next door, and he busted the pipe yesterday. And we're just talking about stuff that was getting him down. So I said, other than that, what are you passionate about? And he said, old school cars. And he whipped out his phone and he showed me all his old school cars. And you just see people there, you just see them, their whole energy change, right? And what that does is that they associate that feeling with you. So if you make it about them and their passion, they associate, the reassociation they have with you is that a good feeling of their passion. Okay. Does that make sense for everybody? Now, here is some books that I would recommend for you guys. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. The 15 Irrefutable Laws of Growth by John Maxwell. 4 Agreements. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Business of the 21st Century, The Richest Man in Babylon, The Compound Effect, How to Win Friends and Influence People, Greatest Salesman in the World. Okay. So yeah, Tiffany, I'm gonna go ahead and challenge you and say to read, because it's about the mental muscle, what it's gonna do. Now, I had this conversation with Kevin earlier. Yeah, I would challenge you guys to read the book. It's gonna sharpen your mind. Okay. So, any questions about this so far? I'm actually really excited about it. You guys can see mine. So I did a half a slash because I did, let me see. I did half a slash because I can put this in because I only did 10 minutes. I did my course person. I practiced my 10-minute. I have my JMT. I did half of that, right? Put in the meetings because I attended all the meetings this week, right? And then I'll send accountability text to Kevin or to you guys now that you guys are going to start it. And I did schedule my week. Okay. Any questions about it? This is really going to help you guys. Let me see. And then I'm going to go into the and our infamous Pat would say that studies prove that reading a book, the mind will retain more. So I will take Pat's advice, and we'll go with that. Okay, send a text into the GroupMe app. Don't send me a personal text. Yeah, it does. Right. Every event that we have for that week, if you attend them, you can check the box off. And I know it's a daily thing, but we'll just make that work. But if you miss a meeting that week, and it's not life or death, right? And there's absolutely nothing you can do, then we'll talk about it. But you know what? It might just be better for you guys to start over anyway, because this is only going to help us, right? Let's just say, this is going to be a challenge for me too, because I do pretty good Monday through Friday. Saturday I'm pretty good, but then Saturday and Sunday I kind of like just relax, and so we're gonna be in this together, right? And it's about if you miss a day and you have to start all over, I mean, it's just gonna benefit you. What we're then gonna have, this is actually gonna be just the starting, right? When people join our team, this is what they're gonna do. We're gonna then have 90-day challenges. Doing something like this 90 days in a row, talking to a person every single day. Resources for talking to people. Clarify what that means. So what I have right here is the conversation close. And then you have audio business cards. Help books. So Tiffany, what I would say is just make it about them, not make it about you. I say you're very good at being social. Right? Figure out, one of the things I've done, so you're not just like, hey, I'm Tiffany, other than work, what are you most passionate about? We use form, okay? So form is family, occupation, recreation, and money. So I was talking to somebody and I was like, what do you do? Oh, I do that. I do this, I forgot what she said. She's a veterinarian. I was like, oh, cool. I'm just curious, other than work, what are you most passionate about? So I brought that out of there first, her occupation. Or, do you have kids? Oh yeah, I have kids. How many? Oh, 6. Oh, what are you guys passionate about doing together? Right. So having an opener and then leading it into this and making it about the other person and just asking questions. The main thing is asking questions. Because then it's not on you and you're just listening. I will challenge your thinking, Miss Tiffany. I think you're good at talking to people. I will not accept that, right? Just figure out a way. And this is good because this is what this is about. It's about pushing us a little bit more. If you're a little bit uncomfortable, that's when you know you need to do it, right? Just practice. Just like anything, it's going to be uncomfortable at first. It's going to, you might trip up, which most of us do, which I still do. Just don't overthink it. Just have conversations and then just ask them questions. Another thing that's really good too, and we'll train this over the week, but just asking questions, make it a form. Family occupation, conversation close. Asking questions. Is that helpful at all? Whatever works for you. Just get your dailies done. Okay. All right. Anybody, any questions there? And this here's another thing too. Like this right here should just be, don't overthink it. This should just be in your natural day. Your goal as a master networker is just to talk to people and build relationships, not to get everybody in your business. So if you're just practicing talking to people and building relationships, maybe for the beginning of the day, just talk to random strangers and don't even use the conversation close. So that way you just get yourself in the habit of talking to people. But by the end of the day, use the conversation close on somebody, right? Kind of like warming up in basketball before they play a game. Have a few conversations with some strangers without having an agenda. And it's not that we're having an agenda, but it's just something just to warm yourself up to it and get yourself and just making it part of your everyday life. That's what master networkers do, right? We just are building relationships because you never know who or what's going to help you or who you can help. Okay. So I'm going to go over. This is the Richard Stock video.
My wife and I, we were sitting down the other day and we were thinking about a bunch of things. And you guys can just say your dreams or what you were most passionate about. Some of the things my wife and I were talking about was this. It's dreams. We wanted to be able to have our dream home. We don't want a house, we wanted a home. We wanted to have a cabin. We wanted to be able to have a nice luxury cars. John, as we were sitting down, we just realized that at my W-2 job, that we were never going to be able to get. I'm curious, what are some of your suggestions?
Is to move to a warmer location.
Where's that place?
I wanted Arizona, he wants South Carolina, so I don't know.
Okay,
yeah, maybe.
Okay, you want
South Carolina.
Okay, you want Arizona, so we put that Arizona. Check this out. All right, what are some other things?
We want to live the lifestyle. Well, for me, I'm a director, so I want to live the lifestyle. I want to live vacation or business trips.
Where would you like to go on?
I like tropical, but I'd also like to go, over the pond, see that side. Greece, maybe.
So where are all those places? Where are some of the places you like, what you just mentioned, a ton of places?
Like I would like to go see like Germany and Italy, Greece.
I'm curious, how long do you want to do that
for? Like maybe 15 years or so. Long time.
So what's not doing Jeff from wanting to do?
Lack of funds, lack of time.
How does it feel to be your guys' age and want to go for 15 years not going to do it?
Not good.
What would it be if you could do that?
That'd be awesome.
Janet, that's the same thing as my wife and I, we started looking. So we wanted to find a way to go out and fulfill our dreams just like you and Jeff. And see, this is one of the things I went out and did, is what I realized was this. We found out that there were basically 4 ways to make money. Have you ever heard the cash flow quadrant by Robert Kiyosaki?
I'm not familiar with that.
And what he basically says is this: there's 4 ways to make money. We can come over here as a W-2 job. We can come down here, we can be self-employed. We can come up here and be a business owner. We can also come down here and there's journalism investors. And what we realized was this: those people who were living a lot more in their dreams and stuff, they weren't over here. They were over on this side. And so I went down and I started searching and looking. And what I realized is there were actually people that were over here on this side willing to show us or to share some information on what they were doing. What's really cool is I went to this house on Saturday, and this is what ended up happening on. This transaction that I went to the ARV, and the one, I'm just barely learning some of this terminology. The ARV was like after they fixed the home up, that's what the home was for, okay? And this home, ARV was $370,000, okay? Now, they were able to go and they purchased this home for $263,000. But I didn't see it when it was in that condition. I saw it after it was built. And by the time they did their rehab on this home, they said there was about $63,000 in rehab, closing costs, money fees, everything else. And then they went and they were able to sell it for $370,000. And their net profit on this transaction was $44,000. And this is what I realized as they were there, they're like, well, this isn't typical. And I said, results, vary on stuff. But what happened was this, I just looked at it and I said, man, what if it was 20,000? I realized there would be things I could go out and do that I couldn't do with other things. I'm just curious now. What could you do with that type of kitchen?
Could do a lot of traveling. Move.
Get away from Chicago.
Yeah.
You don't blame it.
It's, yeah, it's brutal.
Chicago. This is what I realized, that could become a reality for me. But I realized I didn't know how. You remember our friend James?
Yes.
I realized this was actually one of James' goals.
That's cool.
Well, what happened was this, I realized that there were some obstacles that were stopping me from doing it. I'm curious, what are some of the obstacles that be stopping you and Jeff from doing something?
Well, we don't know how, to do that.
Okay, some knowledge, how to do it.
Right.
Okay. What else?
And probably the time, with working.
Right. Okay.
The funds, I think I don't have money to buy real estate, I can't even travel,
This is the same way, right? There are any obstacles?
people like in that kind of an industry, so I guess relationship.
Okay. Maybe like some support or stuff.
Yeah, support.
Janet, this is a crazy thing. I went down and I saw this group. And what I realized is this, they have a way to overcome all these obstacles.
Really?
But the best part is this, by being able to do it, as we're looking at all of this, we realized everybody going to go back to your drive, or what drive Renaissance means. We realized, we're going to be able to renovate. We're going to be able to do the things that we truly want to do. I can go on vacation with my family and have experience that I've never had. If you and Jeff could do something like that wouldn't interest you.
No, it totally interests me.
Jeff, what are you doing for stuff?
You tell me, what am I doing?
Okay. How simple and easy is that for us to do? What he does is he just draws out. What are your dreams, right? We're asking people, what are your dreams? You want to travel, dream home. Okay. And go into your dreams. All right, I wanted the freedom. I wanted to travel. Okay. And then he goes into the cash flow quadrant, which is by Robert Kiyosaki. So if you guys read Dad, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, they'll go into that. And then you draw this out, right? So there's 4 ways we can make money. We can make money W-2, which is a job. We can be self-employed, business owners, or real estate investors. And he says, who do you think has more fun? Who do you think has more freedom? We're going to say the people on the right side of the quadrants. Okay. And we're gonna give an example, and we'll just use his right now. We'll figure out one together on a local deal. He went out to a property. The ARV was 370,000. So they purchased it for, I don't know what he said, it was 263. The rehab and all costs was 63. And the profit, let's just say it's 44. I'm not sure if that's the math, but we'll figure that out later. And he goes to say that this is not a typical result, but what if we can just make a $20,000 check? What would that do to your life? How would that change your life? What would that do for your family? Would that be able to give you a little bit more freedom? Would it help you get closer to your dream home? Could you take a trip? Okay, and then we want them to ask, what is your obstacles that would stop you from actually doing this? Now, when you guys actually ask people that, it's like 4 things, right? Fear, time, money, knowledge, credit. So let's say the knowledge. Talks about the support and the money. And he goes on to say, I went down and seen this group, and what amazed me is they have a way to overcome all of these obstacles. What are you doing Wednesday at 7 p.m. you can't get out of? And you can show these people, and then you're going to have the recording, so you'll get all his little questions that he asked. But how easy is that we can do that? How easy is that? We're doing them a favor, right? How many of you guys think you guys can do this? And Tiffany can show somebody at the bar this, right? On a piece of napkin. 10-minute warm market presentation. How easy is this? When I seen this guy, when somebody asked me, what do I do? And I try to give him my spill. Let me break this out. This is the most expensive way to make money. You're not free here. This is where it's at. Business ownership and real estate investment. You have them talk about their dreams so they see the big picture. You have them mention their obstacles so we can overcome them. And we show them deals that we've done in this local area. Guys, this is so simple and it's so effective. I was so excited when I seen this, and that's why I made it a part of this. If each and every one of you guys can master this, which you guys will, you do this for the next 30 days, this is going to be super easy. You guys are going to watch that video, listen to Richard's questions that he asks and how he says it. It took him 7 minutes up there to do that. It takes you 10. It's very simple, very easy. So, who's excited about how simple and easy this is going to be for the next 30 days? Who's going to do it? Who's going to be the first one at 30 days? Okay, so I am going to send this out. I want you guys all to sign it. This starts tomorrow, so figure out a book. Maybe read a book that you have laying around the house until you get one of these recommended books. This is not a competition. This is a competition within yourself, okay? There's no judgment, but the goal is to do 30 days in a row. So the quicker you do it, right, the more better off you are for yourself. This is about bettering yourself, but who's going to get 30 days in a row? It's going to be fun to watch. Okay, so tomorrow is day 1. Okay, everybody make sure you guys this is about keeping each other accountable and helping each other out. What do you guys, the real goal is going to be, when it's late at night and you didn't get your classes in and you're ready to go to bed and you still have to watch your classes, are you going to make that decision to watch them or go to bed and start your training all over? That's what it's about. It's about pushing yourself and keeping yourself accountable, because how we do anything is how we do everything. Okay? We're here to help each other. We're not here to judge, but we are here to get it done and keep each other accountable. Okay? We're not going to feed into each other's excuses. I do not accept any of your guys' limitations. I don't accept my limitations. You can make money or you can make excuses, but you can't make both, right? So that's what this is about. It's about when you're tired at night and you didn't get one or two things done, what's that decision you're going to make? Are you going to do it? Last night, it was 12 o'clock and I didn't read, and I pushed through it. And I was so proud of myself today for doing it because I didn't want to, right? And it's the little muscles that we're going to add up over time. So congratulations, guys. I'm going to email this out to every single one of you guys. Let me see who's on here. You guys have any questions about it? All right, guys. So you guys have a phenomenal night. I will talk to you. I will see your texts tomorrow, right? And then it's day 1. You guys have a great night.